Hello everyone, this is Karsten. Welcome back to Avowed.
Ma'am?
Did you move my bedroom?
They're flirting again.
Yeah. Found your new
I was going to comment on the fact that it looks like Marius wants to talk to me. It's been a few days since I last played the game, so I'm a little lost. Looks like I have quite a lot to explore still. I suppose what I was planning to do was head up into Solace Keep, and maybe into this northern area, pick up any quests along there, and then maybe double back to the proper map. The reason I'm trying to do that, which is out of character, because I usually left the cities for last, is because the main story is telling me to go to the entrance to the garden, which is right here on the eastern side. And it's incredibly obvious, and I'm afraid going near it will trigger story-related stuff. So let's listen into the conversation before
You mentioned the ground.
proceeding with Marius.
I noticed a soft patch.
Oh, I didn't know I was camping with such a gentleman. Thank you, darling. But next time, warn a girl, will you?
You got it. No surprises.
Alright, Marius, what do you want?
Envoy?
Marius?
Thinking about Amalia a bit.
Already forgot who that
Convinced
is.
her to stay in the Tusks. Not what I would have done, but at least it's resolved. Solace's traditions exist for a reason.
Did I convince her to stay? I thought that was her
Just
own
not always
choice.
a good reason.
Huh. I think you and Amalia would make a cute couple.
I don't know. What? No. God.
Just randomly choosing that. Yeah, Amalia is the leader of the, quote-unquote,
Everyone's
outcast
so worried
band.
about people finding romance. Maybe it's not everyone's top priority, you know?
Oh, I know. I just thought it'd be funny to make fun of you. Did I hit a nerve?
Several. And I'd thank you for not doing it again. Envoy, what do you need?
Nothing. Bye. Alright.
Dreams.
Looks like he still has something else to say to me, though. Or is that... No, sorry, that's Giada.
Many animancers believe that nature is there to be measured, controlled, subverted. Well, I've been contemplating that assumption. Quite a bit, in fact. You made peace with the Delimgan in Galawain's tusks. Could that be a sign of things to come?
You think animancers can work with nature, not against it?
Possibly, if they were to find common ground. I've spent my life trying to dominate nature, to overcome the limitations of our existence for the good of everyone, just like my mother. But what if animancers coexisted with the natural world, supporting instead of exploiting?
That sounds like it'd be good, yeah.
With a little encouragement, it could be possible. There's plenty of work ahead of us, but I'd say we're off to a good start. Now, let's try and stay on nature's good side. We have a reputation to uphold.
Indeed. Alright, see you later.
Pleasant dreams.
Thanks, I guess. Alright, so we can now exit the camp area.
I beg your pardon?
Huh? You sneezed. Yanatat.
Yanatat. Is it...
No, it's a bless
sound
you.
like a sneeze?
How should I know?
Thank you, dear. But I think I just got some perfume
Oops.
in my nose.
Right. Just be careful. There's something going around the camp.
Alright.
I think Kai caught some kind
I have to...
Yanatat.
I have to leave this place before they keep talking. Oh yeah, there's a new patch. We will rest until morning, thank you. Not that day-night cycles even matter in this game, so why even put that in as an option? Oh.
How could they? Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs.
Who are you talking about? Ah, the Tabaris Sinakis from the previous map. Why are you only talking about this now? It's so late for you to be having this conversation with me right now. You harmed innocents, of course they're furious. I trust you, but you can't deny that there were casualties. I'll say 2, to be nice.
Blood on the wire. Roots like a wall. We only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many.
Sometimes our emotions drive us to do terrible things. I understand.
The burned queen. She hurt us, hurt our people. She did this. Yet still the branches swipe. We mourn. We could not be to blame.
I mean, you still need responsibilities for your actions. You need to take responsibility, yes.
Their spite? This we could not foresee. But you are here. A green shoot after the fire. You would not raise your hand against us.
You don't know that. Depends.
Words like bile. This is not our way. Sleep now. Dream of gold.
I don't know, I'm still on the fence about you, Sapidol. If you never learn to take responsibility, that's not good, because what's stopping you from making the same mistakes in the future? Absolutely nothing, so... Alright, so we're looking over to Solace Keep, which is... I say that, and I'm like, oh, but there's a godless ruin right in front of me. I guess I could look over there first, before turning over to Solace Keep, right? Solace Keep, which is right over there. There's totally a secret treasure, like, down there somewhere, too. I do remember that being a thing. I just need to get a good angle on it. Yeah, I think I need to be, like, over there or something like that. But, before we do any of that, let's go and explore whatever this godless ruin happens to be. Because it kinda looks large. I remember we cleared out a whole bunch of Zarip here before we were able to reach... that, that camping spot, and I think it's time for me to switch out my camp. Okay, we're now back out with Kai, which is going to make my life a lot easier by providing the enemies with a convenient target, and allowing me and Marius to do actual damage. I was gonna go and kill this enemy on the side, but it looks like they're above me somehow. How likely are they to see me? Oh, what's this? Engraved stone. Here lies Fane, devoted husband and steadfast warden. Here lies Ilinka, pillar of her community and of her family. I probably shouldn't. Letter to the deceased. My dearest Ilinka, I miss you with all my heart and soul. Not a day goes by where I do not think of you. I see you in the faces of all our community whose lives you touch with your tender care and endless affection. Without you, I feel as if I've lost a crucial and irreplaceable piece of myself. Though I dare say I may soon follow you to the beyond, for my own days may well be numbered. I've recently fallen ill and am no longer able to carry out my duties as a warden. I cannot say whether it is a disease which ails me or a loss of will. I am at least comforted in the fact that I may not need to endure the pain of your loss much longer. When my time comes, I've left very specific instructions for my burial. I will be at your side once more. By the grace of the gods, our souls may be fortunate enough to cross paths in the next life. Forever yours, Fane. Okay, sure. Sorry, I see the name Fane and I just think of, Divinity. Okay, random corpse. There are a lot of enemies here. A high priest I would really like to take out, but I'm not likely to succeed. This guy's absolutely gonna see me. Yep. I feel like I'm forgetting to upgrade a few things. Uh-oh. Ow. Pain. That was very painful, actually. Please stop. Nice. Root him. Taunt him. I need to add the, high skills back to the quick bar. How do I do that again? Bind. There you go. Nice. And while we're here, I need you to bind that to 3, actually. This to 2. And honestly, the root and stuff, I can do that, personally. So it's no big deal. I'll down a drink. Good night. Taunt him, please. Okay, he nearly threw that at me as I was dashing at him. But I'm glad it didn't, happen that way. Thank you. There's a random quest up ahead. I see you up there. I'm not done exploring this place, though. Mushroom Farm Manifest. This manifest contains a log of mushroom shipments sent to Solace Keep. Although it is dry reading, of note is a clear downward trend in the quantities of crops the farm was able to export. One passage near the end catches the eye. This is not good. Between workers deserting to join Amalia's outcasts and increased hostility from the wildlife, we've been struggling to I'm so sorry. I was trying to say meet and reach our minimum quota. If the council expects us to do our part in keeping the people fed, they need to stop deliberating over the best course of action and send us some more wardens. I can't fathom why this is so hard for them to understand. Usher's bony balls, I'm so tired. Should Solace starve, let it not be said that it was my fault. Mariana's journal. Or Marina's journal. Holy crap, it's long. It's been a few years since I found great-grandmother Marina's writings of her life in the Living Lands in Solace. I've thought about this choice for so long, but I finally know my answer. I need to retrace her steps. I need to return to my ancestral home. I may never see Stalwart or my family again. This is not an easy decision, and the journey won't be easy, but I feel a calling I can no longer ignore. 3 years later. It took a few years, but I finally arrived. The journey alone has been incredible. Traveling through Air Glanfath, I didn't think it was possible for so many trees to be in one place, and the people of the Direwood were just as hospitable as the stories of them I'd heard. I will admit that traveling by boat was not the most pleasant experience. It's certainly something that I'm not keen on doing again. Luckily, I'd earned enough from odd jobs I took during my travels that I didn't have to lend my services. Are part of the ship's crew. I assume it meant like as part of the ship's crew. Call me crazy, but I feel home. Like a part of me was yearning to return, and at last it has. I think I made the right decision, staying some time in Paradise. A wonderful woman by the name of Cosmina was happy to give me some training. For free! She would never say such a thing, but I think she just wants to help people survive this place. After saying my goodbyes and selling some things I no longer need, I'll be venturing on towards Solace Keep. I should be on the road within the next year. My first day out of Dawnshore, and I'm veritably shaking with excitement. I'll miss some of the comforts and company of Paradise, but it will all be worth it. I had a very special visitor in my shop today, the Envoy, in the flesh. Wait, what? I'd heard so much about them. It was such an honor to make their acquaintance. I hope they find what they're looking for, and that I do as well. Who's Marina? They met me before. I don't remember who you are. And here, I thought the Deerwoodens were hospitable. Despite the difficulties they're facing, the Fiorians were incredible hosts. I still don't understand it all, but with just a few days' time in Fior, I feel like I've got a crash course in animancy. I hope things turn around in Emerald Stair. Its overgrown wilds are a deadly place. Thank the gods for Cosmina's tutelage. I don't remember who Cosmina is either. I don't know if I'd survived that spoiling attack without it. Even though I'd just gotten through the worst part of the deep woods, it was at least a pleasure to see the Envoy again. What do you mean again? I felt safer with them around, and something else too. Almost like they were a part of this place, of the living lands. A part that blessedly didn't want me dead. I was excited for a change of pace when I was finally able to leave the forests and bogs of Emerald Stair behind. But if I really knew what awaited me, I very well may have stopped my journey in Fior. I'm joking, of course, mostly. Shadowscarp is a lot of things, but none of them I would describe as pleasant. Even still, the wasteland is better than being trapped behind Thirdborn's walls. Supplies are low, and I'm sure I have enough to make the rest of the way. I saw some strange magic near some ancient ruins across a vast chasm. Even stranger, I felt a chill wind wash over me, colder than anything I'd ever experienced back in Stalwart. That shouldn't happen in a desert. I can't wait to leave this place. The moment I stepped into the blasted yet somehow beautiful wasteland of Gallowayne's tusks, I knew I had made the right choice. Arriving at the Living Lands may have felt like coming home, but it was nothing compared to this. I can almost hear great-grandmother Marina's voice in my head, as if here with me, crying out with joy and celebrating in my triumph. Tonight I make camp in this abandoned homestead. I can see the keep shining ahead, a glorious beacon in the night. After a good night's rest, I will make my way there first thing in the morning. If I'm lucky, I'll arrive before the sun reaches its peak. I'm nearly there, nearly home. I don't think you made it. That sucks. Unfortunately, I don't remember who you are. At all. Though it turns out that she was a merchant that I've come across a few times during my adventures. I vaguely remember that being a thing, so that kind of sucks. It's very unfortunate. But, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it at this point. So, that's how it goes, right? It's realistic. Not every adventurer on the road is going to survive. Sad, but realistic, so I'll take it. Talk to me.
What are you doing here? This place isn't safe. The homestead up ahead is all run.
I've already killed the Zaribs, just so you know.
Used to be, it was occupied by outcasts, but things happened. The region's getting more lethal. If you think the Salo steppe was hell, it's nothing next to the primordial depths up north.
What's with all the crazy
Zarabs
naming
used to
conventions
be
around
more
here, huh?
peaceful, but the recent tremors tore up the terrain so badly, they had to go south.
What have the Zarabs done with the homestead?
They started turning it into one of their villages. Even ripped up the crops planted by the wardens. What a waste. There are some Balgrunin living in the wastelands out here, all without the aid of the wardens. If someone got rid of these Arabs, they might be able to shelter here, maybe even grow some crops. It's up to you if you would like to help out with these Arabs.
I can do that for you. I'm under the impression I already took out most of them. Okay, return to the scout. Yeah, it's already done.
You dealt with these Arabs.
That's what I
I
thought.
didn't have any doubts about whether you could, but still, your actions will save some lives. The buildings will at least provide some shelter. Here, take this.
Thank you, whatever you just gave me. Just money. Alright, sure.
I hope these Arabs have
Wow, the people moved in real fast. They're already here. Alright. Do any of you actually have dialogue, or are you just random people? Yep, just random people. Yeah, no kidding. Hey, Amalia moved in! That's funny, okay. I mean, it's good to see you out here, I guess. I wasn't expecting you to move out here yourself.
Make the best of it that we can. I guess this is it for us then.
Sure. Alright. Yeah, it's a good thing that we're on good terms with them then. Is that another camp or is that the same one? It has to be the same one. So what happens if we run off in this general direction? Because it looks like there are some flags and stuff. Some more beetles to kill. Okay, that's fine. We may as well empty out this section before doubling back up to Solace Keep. I am intending to fully focus on making it into the city this time, so nice. Get out of here. Nope. That was close, but nope, nope. Taunt. I think it's done. Nice. Who else is there? Ah, the stone beetle. The most dangerous critter. But I've upgraded my gear a little bit, so they shouldn't be as bad now, in theory. Okay. Bump it. Taunt. Nice. Anyone else? Anything else? Let me take a look at my map. I could jump down there, but for what purpose? What is this? A backpack, okay. There wasn't a real point to that. But that's okay. Can I please climb this? Thank you. Check out all of the surrounding area. Listen for treasure, and then we can move on. Hello. What have we got down here? Nothing? Really? Just a dead guy. Alright. You had your own little camp here. And nothing else, it turns out. I would have put like a treasure or something here at least. But sure, that's okay. So with that out of the way, I think it is time. Time for us to enter Solace Keep. I say this, and then I realize, huh, I never actually went into that, and I never actually made my way into that that ruin back there, huh? The godless one. Oh well. We'll worry about that after we pick up whatever quests are here in the city. Still kind of wish that we could have had mounts in this game. Would have been nice. I'm going to double check to see if I can upgrade any more gear before we go in.
The mountains shift in unknowable shapes.
What's eating at you?
The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place.
It's a testament to the Pargrunan spirit that they can survive here.
The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? The beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land.
I'm not surprised.
A sword for a settlement? the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake.
This bothers you a great deal, doesn't it?
Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this?
I've never betrayed anyone. I've been tempted, but I stood firm.
A bulwark unshaken. Why?
I mean, it does depend on the situation, right? If you're loyal to someone based on false pretenses, that's a little different. When I make a promise, I keep it. I'm nothing without my principles, I'll just pick that.
Oil in a lamp. It burns to sustain itself. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break?
True. We have to trust each other, not everyone is a potential enemy. True, because it sounds like you're turning on me right now in my brain.
Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
Okay, interesting. Anyway, we're back out here now. Time to go over to the city. Do I hear critters already up ahead? I think my angle of approach is now getting pretty good as well. I don't quite see the gate. Okay, this is facing it head on. It's definitely just like in one of these rocks over here. That much is clear. Yeah. 100%. But what's over here on this side? It looks like this section is actually explorable. I was kind of expecting it to kind of curve off like this, and the rest of this landmass wouldn't actually be traversable at all. But so far, doesn't seem to be the case. Also, I just got 2 more cave coral, which is enough to level up my weapon. I like being able to level up my weapon. The next time I find a camp, I'm going to do that.
My gods, they're killing us.
Please elaborate.
Outlander, my gods, help me. We're being slaughtered.
Okay, who, what, when, and where?
Please, gods.
Who's attacked you? What's going on?
My brothers.
Oh.
My fellow monks.
I see.
They changed into
They were dream scourged. Well, not much I can do for them now, sadly.
They're tearing everything apart. If the archives burn, our history is lost. Oh my gods, how could this be happening?
I'll head to the archives right away.
Oh, thank the gods. Bless you, Outlander. Friend, thank you.
You're welcome.
Head north along the main road. The archives are on a bluff. You can't miss the smoke.
Got it.
Look for Grigor. He'll know what you need to do.
Okay. I'm heading north, it turns out. Directly north and looking for smoke, okay. I did promise him that this would be my first priority, so fine, I will do that.
Be ready. On the tracks, we won't be alone for long.
What tracks? What are you talking about? Where are the archives? I'm heading north as described. But I don't see anything at the moment. I mean, as far as I'm aware, I have yet to see anything actually time-sensitive in this game. Right? They might be like, oh, hurry, but I've never actually been locked out of a mission because I took too long or anything like that. So, I'll hurry as needed. But for now, where even am I right now? I'm just doubling back right now. That's fine. There's another corpse. Thank you. I kind of suspect I'm near the treasure area as well, so not quite sure what I'm getting myself into at the moment. Oops. Gotta keep my eyes open. Do you think there would be treasure up top here like this? Oh, a goat. Sure, okay, cute. Is that the first goat I've seen in the game? Quite possibly. Hello. Thank you for the random stuff. More cave coral, good stuff. Doesn't seem like the treasure I'm looking for, does it? No, it does not. Yeah, I'm definitely on the wrong side now. Not with the angle from which I can see the actual city. That's definitely not it. Okay, so at least that's completed. Treasure's like probably over here then, inside this building. Okay, it's not even hidden then if it's inside a building. But sure. Trying to find your archives. That seems like more Zarib camp stuff. None of this seems archivy. Oh, that seems archivy. Okay, that's probably it then. You said north. This is northwest. But sure. Also, it looks like I can go inside. The Northern Warden Tower, which is filled with enemies. I see, okay. Don't look. Don't look. Nope, he looked. Nope, he looked. Taunt. Very good. Ow. Taunt this guy too, please. Thank you. Now, as long as they don't hit me, I'm good. Nice. Ow. I'm working on it, sir. This is fine. Nice. Bump him. No champions here. Who else? Oh, there was a summoner. Sorry, I wasn't aware that you were a thing. I'm only actively dying, it's fine. Ow, please stop. Are we good? A random savage that just spawned in, that's okay. I'll take all of these things and sell them later. To the highest bidder. I've been better. That wasn't the best. Writings of Serena 1. Dang the most holy Nandrew. I hope he was reborn as Lake Algae and pissed on by a flamingo. He gave us all the secrets of survival in this bright and bitter land. He did everything he could to give his followers a chance. His teaching had only one flaw. He exhorted us to write it all down. For 300 years he seemed so wise. Whenever there was doubt, our ancestors went back to the tablets. When the faithless abandoned solace, Nandrew's secrets did not flee with them. The tablets were too heavy to steal. The tablets outlived the death of the masters, so that the thread of their learnings did not die with them. Solace endured on the foundation of those tablets, but after Theodore's folly, after the sack of the libraries, we lost so much. Or perhaps not enough. Nandrew's private writings survived. They troubled me. He had such doubts about why he came here, about why he did not go further. Okay, that seems interesting. Handwritten notes. A thick sheaf of papers consisting of hastily written notes consisting twice in the same sentence, of what looks to be copies of passages from other texts as well as the writer's own notes and questions. It seems to be a handmade beginner's guide to animancy. The latest crops of potatoes was small and somehow bright purple. I'm not quite sure how I did that, but I've disposed of the fertilizer I used on that batch. I bought some new supplies in Paradise that I plan to slowly cycle in to the newest batch. Water continues to be more scarce than I'd like, but it's hard to smuggle out enough to quench both my thirst and my farms without risking suspicion. Mina asked me about it in front of the others recently, but I think I was able to play it off. Why does she have to notice everything? It's usually so endearing, but I need her to pay less attention right now, at least until I've got something to show for all my experiments. Sure. So what's with all the dead bodies? What's with all the loot around here? It looks like there's a lower area that I could go down to. Hello? Let me through. Ow! That hurt. Oh, I'm dead. So there were definitely explosives behind that wall, right? That's what you're telling me right now? How far back is this going to send me? I don't know, but I'm a little concerned about it. Probably at minimum before the fight. I hope it auto-saved, because I feel like I haven't saved in a bit. Okay, good. It auto-saved basically right after the encounter, which is fine. Also, I haven't eaten any food, so I probably should do that. That would probably make my life a little easier, because I won't be going in with half health. Engraved stone. The engraving, eroded by time, reads, "For those lost in construction, we dedicate this tower to them. Their bones strengthen the stone, and their hearts the land." Sure. Did I just miss an obvious explosive, or what? Yeah, there's an explosive out there. I see you. Okay. I hear treasure. A twisted iron key. Sure, thank you. And then random junk. Wonderful. This just leads out to the Zarip. I'm going to go around this side now because I would like to not die to an explosion. Is that a beetle I have to fight? Yeah, those are beetles I would have to fight. Wonderful. I despise those beetles. Okay. Well, I don't think I can actually get around to the explosives from this side, so I don't really have much of a choice. Can I send someone else over there? No? I mean, I could just throw a nade, in theory. I guess that would definitely be safer. So I should switch over. Wonderful. What are we dealing with out here? Don't tell me I came all this way for a single backpack. That's it? Okay. That's not great. Alright, let's go back upstairs then. Anything hidden away up here? I just realized there was a skeleton in the fireplace, but that makes sense. Zarip are aggressive critters. I mean, it's great that I have the high ground, but what does that accomplish for me? An account of stock. The ledger, made filthy by dust and rot, contains records of supplies kept within the tower. As a former waypoint between Solace Keep and Mount Forja, the tower was often used to store raw materials mined from the tusks. It also stored a great deal of foodstuffs for itself and the miners in Mount Forja. As the entries progress, however, there seems to be a sharp increase in both arms and armor, as well as emergency medical supplies. The last entries show an attempt to move as much equipment as possible out of the tower. Why? What happened? Well, it seems to keep going up. Watch this be another explosive. Okay. I don't know whose skeleton this is, but I'll take all your superb stuff. I literally didn't need the key at all. I could have just broken in, but it's fine. Ring of Greater Overseeing. Interesting. Tell me about it. 20% AoE damage. A favorite of Braganil Academy alumni and outlaw hedge wizards alike, these rings greatly enhance spells that cover a wide area. Entire squads of soldiers can be reduced to cinders with a well-placed fireball if the caster is lucky and talented. For those less talented, the ring does wonders at compensating for an arcanist's lacking skill. Sure. I'm gonna send this away now, and then just random stuff. I don't really need to be weighed down. Honestly, all these shields, I'm not using the shields. I don't need the stuff weighing me down. At all. And then all this other stuff I could potentially sell later. Okay. Any critters up here? No?
I've seen worse. Some pain, mob. Maybe I haven't seen worse.
I mean, it doesn't look that bad in here, to be honest. Zarip movements. A list of dates and numbers. Upon reading through all of it, you can deduce that it's keeping track of a nearby group of Zarips and endeavoring to make sure the writer isn't discovered by the tribe. I've suspected it for days, but now I'm positive. The Zarips are getting closer. Hopefully they haven't seen me and they'll move right on by. Well, they definitely didn't do that. Seems like they moved right into your house. Thank you for the names. Very helpful. Okay. Keeps going. There looks like to be another corpse up here.
Now we know what they were doing instead of housekeeping.
Do we? What were they doing? I have no idea what they were doing. Getting killed by Zarip, clearly. Okay, sure. Water-stained notebook. The animancy oh right, they were doing animancy stuff. The animancy equipment I have procured from Emerald Stair is nothing short of wondrous. The people of Fior have grown bountiful crops from nothing with these machines. Perhaps we may save ourselves from starvation and rationing yet. And the Pargrunin practiced animancy before, at various points in our history. Surely Mihala will allow this. Mihala denied the proposition. She says that animancy does not support Nandru's directives, since he does not explicitly mention the practice in the oaths. Sokka, I think. It's her keep and her rules, but if we don't act now, we'll starve. I set up a small garden at the top of the ruined outpost. It's working so far. I have hope that Mihala will see reason. Mihala is a stubborn old goat. She refused to discuss my successful experiment and said that if I continue this project, she'll have me locked away in the Ash Forest for sedition and treason. Let her try.
Poor Nimdude probably got himself locked up in the Ash Forest. The Zareps didn't get to him first.
Indeed. Okay, well. Oh, another note. Paper scrap. Need to adjust the frequency on the wheat. Do we add the irrigation directly to the machines? The archives must have some record on how to use these things. Running out of fertilizer. Try beetle dung instead? I wonder if Giada would have had something to say if she was here. The problem is, I need a tank, and Marius is too integral to the story in this region, so I don't really have much of a choice. So let's get the heck out of here. These were not, in fact, the archives. So we'll head all the way down and then out the front door. This is not the front door at all, but I'm going to go out them anyway. Ow. Okay, that hurt. That did hurt a little bit, yes. I will now eat some loins. Okay, so if I run straight ahead, we're going to be coming across Zarep, it looks like. These are Zarep fences. And then, what is that? Is that Dream Scourge, or...
Those Steel Garrote troops and their heavy armor. Almost.
Random Warden.
I don't want to go back. Solis Keep doesn't need me, but the people here, they do.
Okay, good to know. You're just here, apparently. You do you. I'm not going to stop you. What am I finding by coming around over here? Miniature chests. Thank you. Little shortcut. Sure. And then a camp up ahead. Oh, the living archives are all the way over there. Okay. I see. I'm very slowly making my way over. And there are a lot of enemies around here, too. A lot of enemies. Take it out. Was that quiet? That was quiet. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to double back for the body later, but... Don't look over here. Yes, definitely don't look over here. Alright, this is working out. I have no idea how I'm supposed to sneak up on a ruinous blight, considering you can't tell which way is the front. But it's far enough away that I think I'm good. Okay, this thing is really quite tough. Okay, how about you taunt it? Nice. How about you die now? What was that infinite shield you got on you? Holy crap. There you go. Ow. Bounce it back. That's right. Okay. That worked out fairly well.
I was just getting warmed up.
Sure, so was I. This place is very, very well occupied, shall we say. It's quite concerning that there are so many enemies. What are you doing up there? Okay, this is just doubling back towards the hideout we've seen before. And then these are the enemies we saw up on the ridge. We can probably take these out. This one's asleep. Take out the Scout Audra Beetle. I say that. We're not successfully taking it out. Bounce it. Take it out. Good night. See you later. Was there anything of note here at all? Not really. I can hear more critters. There are so many critters around here. Yeah, remember how I said I was totally going to make it to the city today? Yeah, I intended to do that. Doesn't seem like I'm succeeding in that endeavor, though. No, not at all. There's also a singular enemy down there, so that could be a boss of some sort. All things considered, there's a decent chance it's a boss. Right? I mean, it's an Elderstone Beetle, but it doesn't seem that tough. I mean, it's solo. So it is tough, but it's not that bad. Okay. Do your thing. Nice. Why don't you debuff it while we're here, Marius? Okay, time for you to taunt. Keep drawing aggro. It is so dead. It's so super dead. We're done here. Wonderful. I'll grab this corpse.
We got 'em all.
Yes, we did. You're right. What the heck? I must have killed that at some point. Okay. So, we've now slowly cleared our way through some of these ruins and stuff. If I head south, I might as well finish off exploring this entire section. Looks to be another body over there I can loot. So that's always promising. Hello, dead person. Apparently, the Zarip are really threatening around here. This just loops back up and over to where we came down from. If I jump across this, I think I'm fine. Doesn't really seem like there's anything out here, does it? I assume falling into the lava would be a bad thing. Probably a safe assumption to make. So let's try to avoid that. This seems like a boss fight area. Oh, yes it does.
Quiet as the depths.
Giant spiders? Get it! Okay, it's gonna spawn stuff in, which is fine. I see you back there. Are you gonna spawn anything else in, is the real question. Yep. Yes, you are. Okay, let's shield up. Ow, ow, ow. And then I'll have a stick out. Very good. Very good. Waiting for a big boss. No? No big boss? Really? Alright.
Watch yourselves.
That's fine with me. No complaints here. And then more Zarib. Okay. Well, let me guess. When I go over there to actually get the purple loot, that's when the boss fight is going to happen. Right? Probably. I guess we're at the stage where I can give that a shot. So, burn it, please, Kai.
Here it comes.
Yep. Well, they're not like super bosses or anything, but they're still relatively tough enemies. Oops. Let's just throw a thing in between them. Nice, get some damage in. Nope. Ow. That's not stellar. Taunt it, please. Nice. I'm about to take some damage. Ow. Okay, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Root it, please. Okay, you jumped quite a distance. Remember how I asked you to root this thing? That request is still standing. Just saying. Ow. Please help. Thank you. I would like to get the free damage in. While I can. I just realized Kai is down. Shouldn't you be up? Get up. That's right. Okay, we'll heal everyone up a bit. You never ended up rooting them. Okay. Throw this crap. Hit both of them in one, which is very good. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Drink this stuff. Protect myself. Taunt. Okay. All of this for what? Minimal loot. Please tell me this was worth my time. I don't think it was. It was clearly bait. Yeah, very clearly bait. But we're clear. At least there's that. I was going to comment on this, but I realized, right, I just assassinated it, so that's all that glowy stuff is all about. Exceptional round shield, don't care. Supply cache key, interesting. There's a supply cache around here somewhere. Official account of explorations in Gallowayne's tusks. Most of the journal is dry, academic, and excessively detailed. The last page is the only one of real interest. I'm increasingly certain that my colleague has been infected with what is colloquially known as the Dream Scourge. His speech grows less comprehensible, and I suspect I may soon need to perform a mercy killing. I pray that he will retain coherence for a little while longer. However, I need him to assist me in hiding supplies in the northern reaches of Gallowayne's tusks. We'll have to rappel down an opening in the terrain, and I cannot do this alone, nor will I be able to set up the failsafe mechanisms by myself. Until the wood meets the water. Until the water finds the roots. Okay, so you've got the Dream Scourge too. Yours. Where our signature should be, there's only a squiggle of ink like a drawing of knotted roots. Okay. Oh yeah, you're very Dream Scourged. You were right. Alright, I'm jumping in. Probably not the smartest way to have approached it. But it's fine. Please die. Okay, so far so good. Let's shield up, because they're definitely going to be throwing stuff at me. Can I make my way up there? No, not really. Well, sort of. Okay. Ow. Please stop. Is there a reason for me to be up here? Not particularly. Okay. That's fine. Oh, there's a high priest I didn't realize. Well, you clearly didn't do your job. Yeah, you clearly weren't super effective. What's up top there? Oh no, it's just the garden, sorry. I'll grab that. What am I looking at now? Not much. I have to rappel down a ravine or something? I mean, we might not even be in the right region for that, so... I mean, if I find the place, great. If I don't really care. There's a railroad track, huh? Interesting. I'm so incredibly sidetracked, it's crazy. Okay, well... Over here, I'm going to find some more Zarip. So that's always good news. Hello, another Zarip settlement. I see you. Well, we might as well run in, right? Yeah. We may as well. What do I want to kill? Okay. I can't get any of you. I can go after that big guy, I guess. I need to take out any priests in the area. Get him! Okay. What do you mean how to... Oh, right. I emanate a blade out of my hand. That is a thing. Oh, that one's sleeping. I see, I see. Good night. You are now alerted. You are also inside a building. Good job. The other enemies are nowhere close to us, so they definitely don't know that we're here. I'll take it. After I throw away some of this crap. I don't use guns. Or bows. It's fine. Alright. We're only marginally lost. Everything is okay. I'll take all of this, and then we can come up here to clear out this group. I say that as if it's going to be easy. It's definitely not going to be easy. And then there's an enemy over there that's looking in my general direction.
You take lead.
Yes, that's the plan. Fangclaw, Destroyer, Screamer. I'm just gonna do this. Get the free damage in. They don't really know I'm here. Am I hidden right now? Oh, I'm hidden in here. Nice. There is a high priest. Got it. Okay. Some more free damage. Was that enough? Somehow, they don't see or hear the magic blade that goes out of my hand. Okay. You might as well just get in there then. Alright. Kill it. Nice. Get the priest. Nope. Nice try. Nope. Nope. Good stuff. Taunt. And we're clear, basically. Ow. That kind of hurt. Please die. Why don't you get debuff while we're at it? And then you can get assassinated. Nope. Nope. Nearly fell for it, but that's unblockable. There you go. I don't know why I'm going through all this trouble, to be honest.
But who's counting?
Well, I haven't exactly been counting all our encounters, but, you know. This is all about exploration. Hello. What is that big blue thing behind this? I just realized there's a big blue thing. Not quite sure what that's all about. Fossilized dragon
I think
egg.
they expect it to hatch.
Oh, that's why they worship it.
I think they expect it to hatch.
I see, okay. I wonder if that's going to be a thing at some point for us to come back to. Well, that does explain why they're so prevalent in this region. Still trying to head over to the Living Archive, so I guess what I can do is I can go along the western front again. Just explore everything on the western side as we continue to explore this area. There's a camp right in front of us, which we can activate. But I think I'll do that after I circle around. Give me that. Give me that as well. Any supplies here in this lit up area? No, that's fine. You there. Oh no. That's more Steel Garrote stuff. Don't think I don't see you over there. I recognize your cape. Okay, maybe I should eat something. There's a decent chance we might get attacked. You again.
Who are you?
Oh, what the?
Go away. I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must.
The trap cuts. The fox cries.
Well,
the pain of the
Captain,
head.
you are pretty dream scourged looking.
Justice of the wild.
The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The Steel Garrote. Our minds broken.
I like your red
want you to
eyes.
protect me.
I will appreciate
Now
that. I will
keep
say
my
that.
Sanity. You're not real. You can't be. No, go away, spirit.
Alfear. I knew it. To fall to the thing you came to stamp out? That's a cruel kind
Yeah,
of
that's a little unfortunate, but these guys aren't good people, so.
Alfear. I've been wondering. What is it me I'm frightened of? Or her?
Who, Lodwyn? Arcane Scholar. I doubt you could tell a spirit from a shade. In any case, I'm perfectly real.
My soul is mine. Mine, it will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Lodwyn taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Modica, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil. Oh, gods, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me. I don't want to see it.
She's beyond prayer at this point.
I mean, she is still more lucid than most who are afflicted by Dream Scourge, but just our luck. I'll question her, see what we can learn.
The ruiner, the rival, the seed of the poisonous tree. She said... She commanded me.
What are the Steel Garrote's intentions in the tusks?
Find the path and open the way. Raise the wood when we get there.
Once you get into the garden, okay. Where is Inquisitor Lodwyn now?
The Queen receives petitioners from atop...
That's Wodica, that's not Lodwyn.
The Queen... and she...
Lodwyn and her remaining forces must be inside the mine. Let's go.
None shall pass, she said. None but she and the Queen that was and always will be. Wodica, bind, you villain!
You're about to attack me, aren't you? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Is this really going to be a 1v1? Or sorry, a 1v3? In which case you are very much screwed. If it is. There's a fast travel point right ahead of me. Mount Forja Quarry. Okay. You might as well debuff her. Taunt her again, please. Great. I'll just slowly recharge my stamina. This is not even super challenging. It's literally just a tank and spank right now. Yeah, tank and spank. That's all we got. That's all you are in the end. How unfortunate for you. Okay, taunted. Yeah, you've got no special mechanics. You don't even have AoEs. You're less interesting than the first tutorial boss, I'm sorry to say. At least that one had AoEs going for him. Okay, taunt him again. Rooter. She is so super dead. I mean, yeah, she's got Dream Scourge, but so did that first boss, so... Bye. Thank you. Death Knight Gloves. Let's see here. Death Knight Gloves. Oh, that's all it is? The chill radiating from this coal-black armor is like a kiss from beyond the graves. These reinforced gauntlets allow the wearer to block incoming attacks with minimal effort, and though the frigid metal may cause numbness in the fingers, they are a cryomancer's best friend. The deathly aura emanating from the gauntlets vastly empowers the potency of the wearer's frost magic. Cool. Don't care, but cool.
Nice work.
Well, thank you. If Woudica is right up ahead here, I don't know how ready I am for this fight. I will activate the fast travel point, though. I don't know if I should be here right now, to be frank. I mean... Huh. Part of me is like, I'm already here, right? What's stopping me from trying to take them out? Not much. Are these all going to be Steel Garrote? Yep, they are.
Quiet, Nimdude.
Okay, sure. I mean, if I'm allowed to just sneak up behind him, why not? Easy enough. Who else can I clear off this path without arousing suspicion? Any other people? A lot of people beneath us. So that's something I don't exactly want to fall victim to. And then a whole lot more down there. Okay. There's a chest that I can go for. I'm just walking slowly to try and not trigger any of the enemies. Over encumbered once again. Let's just put away all this stuff. Who cares? Okay. Open sesame. Wonderful. I don't even know where that other camp was. The one that I saw in the distance earlier, I have no idea where it is. Where I am now doesn't seem like the best place to be at all, to be honest. This seems incredibly dangerous and very well occupied. This guy's alone. Good night. Even an initiate has a cool cape. Where's my cool cape? Okay, you just look like you're looting something. That looks open, vaguely. Okay. I get the feeling if I come down here for you folks, it's gonna trigger everyone. But then again, it's just the two of you alone. Also, you guys seem to take a lot of damage. Yeah, you guys take a lot of damage. Holy crap, you guys are weak. Okay. Maybe I was more worried than I needed to be. Feels like that's the case, yes. There's a priest, a wizard, and another initiate. Don't see me. Nope. Go for the priest! Go for the priest! Ow. Shield up. Nope. Get him! Get him! Bump him! Okay, nice. Well, I mean, I interrupted them mid... when they were about to go for a nap, more or less, so we definitely caught them with their pants down. Very good. Can I get in there? What's with the invisible wall? I can clearly see loot in there. There you go. Thank you. That door's not going to open, at least not from this side. It's probably going to be an exit. Yes, it is in fact an exit. That's probably the entry right there. But what am I supposed to do with Lodwyn? If she's actually in here already. I don't want to accidentally trigger an endgame thing, you know what I mean? Because I kind of consider her to be one of the main antagonists in the game, right? So, like, if I run into her early by accident, it might trigger the endgame sequence. Which would not be good, because I'm not done exploring. I haven't even been to the city yet. I'm not ready for that. Let me in. I assume I'm about to get weighed down again. Okay, well that's good. Apparently not. I also haven't found any of the totems in this region yet, which is really surprising, considering. Get down. Blow them up. Okay, that went extremely well. Okay, taunt them both. This guy died after like 2 swings. This guy's not even looking at me. Unless he spawns in friends, I don't see him being super effective. Yeah. How about you just take some free damage? Thank you. That's a cool helmet. I wish I could have that helmet. There's a lot of customization I wouldn't say no to in this game, but... Good night. That's a cool armor set as well, actually. I appreciate the gilding. What the heck? No body there. So what's with all the dead people? What's with all the dead dwarfs? Here I am running around, looking around again. I'm just like, oh, so lost. So much stuff to see. Too much stuff to see. Way too much to see. There's a whole upper area here that I'm not fully done exploring yet either. A sorcerer and a beckoner. I mean, I might as well sneak up behind you. Since you're not actually looking. Good night. That other guy needs to not look over here. Yeah, as long as he doesn't look over here, I can basically take them out one by one. I say that, but why would I care about that? I don't care. And you're dead. And now you're just gonna join her. Good night, Initiate. Yeah, so numbers definitely aren't everything.
Strange being back here. Thought I'd left for good.
What, have you been in the quarry? I wasn't aware of your quarrying past. You never mentioned that before. Or is it just, oh, strange to be back in Galloway's tusks. Keep us secret, keep us safe. Where's the ring, Frodo? Okay, you're not looking at me. Well, the other one is, that's the problem. Don't look. You definitely looked, okay. That's fine. Okay. Bump her off. Hopefully she'll die from the fall damage. Oh hey, there's more than one of you. Not ideal. Throw that crap through all of you. Oh, there's a healer back there. Okay, I see. That's okay. And then I'll throw a nade in there just to get some fatigue on you both. You are dead, so I will hit the other guy. The captain has a lot of health, but that's to be expected and doesn't even matter. You're not even named. How unfortunate for you. Not important enough to get a name. Bump. Ow. No, not really. I'll drink that. Any loot around here? Yes, there is. Is this just gonna be like the Audra stuff? Imp catchers. That's different. Imp Catcher. 10% dodge distance, stamina, and move speed. Okay, what do I have right now again? Dodge distance and constitution. These sturdy leather boots were enchanted by none other than the Archmage Arkemir himself, bearer of the impressive titles such as Bringer of Foul Wind, the Teat of Suckling Imps, and the Herald of Dirty Slippers. Oh dear. As a wizard partial to the employ of imps among his household staff, it was also important to employ someone to be able to catch the unruly creatures when they were in need of a bath. Or punishment. Regardless of the need, these boots were Arkemir's gift to whichever apprentice was lucky enough to bear the esteemed title of Imp Wrangler. A magical seal adheres these boots to the wearer's legs when donned. While a minor annoyance at times, it's a small price to pay in exchange for protecting one's fleet from errant imp effluvia. Alright, sure. Interesting, I guess. Kind of funny, but ultimately kind of pointless. Anything else on the northern ridge? Or is this just going to be a drop, a cliffside? It's not a cliffside. It leads towards that camp I was talking about. Who is that? Hello?
There must be more to it.
Oh, this place is very large. Okay. This place is very involved. I'm once again getting distracted. Okay. So the newest patch did allow us to start using these soul pods to get rid of the illusions. So we no longer have to rely on what's her name? Yatsley. So thank goodness for that one. I guess I can try to investigate this, but I doubt I'm gonna find all of the pieces I need. All the buttons I need to open this door. Well, there's one. Okay. Looks like there's another one in there. Alright. Now, where's the third one? Where is the third one? I assume since 1 and 2 were so close, that number 3 has to be within this. Aha! Okay. The Hallowed Haven. It is pretty. Is that the totem base? Fragment of an Akedan tablet. It is not the totem base. Interesting. I am way down, which is fine. Superb Brigandine armor. It looks really cool, but it doesn't have the same bonuses as the Berserker scale. This ancient stone fragment contains rough etchings and inscriptions in Akedan. Time and weather and whatever destroyed the original tablet have worn away most of what was chiseled on the stone. However, it is still possible to make out a lone figure giving thanks in front of what appears to be an oasis enclosed in a cave. Okay, that's where we are now. Was there a point to all this? Why did we come in here? I don't know. Another broken fragment. It is possible to make out a lone figure standing in front of what appears to be an altar wrapped in vines. Sure. Okay. You want to talk?
Oh, a traveler. Just my luck. I've got something to ask you, though. I think I've come across the discovery of a lifetime. At least I will if I can figure out this puzzle. Which I cannot. Can you help me?
You're very informal for a Pargrunin.
It's all the alone time in the living archives. You end up reading some really good books. Anyway, it's like this, though. I'm in search of an oasis of fertile land and lush vegetation. I followed the energies all across the tusks, and I'm sure this is where I'm meant to go. My elders called it a waste of time. I'll show them. You and me, doll.
Why do you keep calling me doll?
Green in the tusks.
You are a little weird, yes. Is that a euphemism? Oh, you're just high.
What? I am here on very important business, you know. The texts say that there are traces still of that miraculous work and an oasis remains. Except I can't get inside. I don't understand the mechanisms protecting the inner chamber.
Well, what do you think the sigils mean?
I'll be honest, though. I'm not very good at ancient languages. I just enjoy the ancient stories. However, activating these sigils should reveal the oasis we've been looking for.
I'm not sure I understand the significance of this, but sure, I'll help you.
If I'm right and you solve the puzzle, there won't be any need for explanations. You'll just know. I'll be waiting right here. Be sure to let me know if you find anything, alright though?
Right, okay. Well, I found it.
How goes the puzzle solving?
I solved it.
It's real then? The Oasis? I can't believe it. I mean, I never had any doubts, but at the same time, I must get in there to investigate. The elders must bow to my wisdom now. If you'll excuse me.
Okay, well, you do you. I don't see what the whole point of that was, but, sure, whatever. I guess. Anything up top? Anything hidden up here? The answer? No. Okay. This place is quite interesting. I just need to double back or even activate the camp here. I'll activate the camp and then level up my weapon a little bit. Primordial Depths Party Camp. Okay. And then we're heading over to the Living Archives at some point. We'll set up. Still no totems. It's crazy. I'm that bad. I just haven't discovered the totem base. Let us upgrade Horse Cutter. Wonderful. Now I do even more damage. Oh, I can still keep leveling it up. Perfect. It's not legendary, though. I definitely need more Adra Ban. But for now, it does sufficient damage. I don't need to worry too much. Okay. Thank you. We can exit here. And then, what do I want to do? Part of me does want to explore the quarry. Yeah, I want to go in there. I'm going to save, obviously, because if it does trigger an endgame sequence somehow, some way, I would like to not have that happen. But I've cleared out all the enemies here. I think it's time that I walked into the mine itself. Now, how do I go about doing that? I definitely saw an entrance earlier through the glowy doors. There it is. So, a whole bunch of dead people. Entrance. Travel to St. Mount Forja Mines. What have we got?
Suckers, some Steel Garrote slaughtered them and left them to rot. I say we paid them in kind.
Well, I agree, yeah.
Weapons drawn.
We're definitely going to get jumped in here. There are definitely a lot of people around. Those are all enemies? Yeah, Steel Garrote Priest, okay. Do I have an internal map? I do not. Not promising. Because if I take this entrance, we're running into the same problem.
Right behind you.
That did decent damage. Healed up. A Thaumaturge. Okay. Let's get in there. I think I took out the priest. And these guys die in several hits, so it's easy enough. You're a mage, but you are dead. And now it's just 1v3 again. How about we taunt him? And he's dead. Okay. At the moment, yes. I hear more stuff. Gimme. Wonderful. I'll grab that since we're here. Smash this. There's definitely a lot. Like, there's so much around here I could be exploring. Okay. So what did I destroy this for? Where is this going to take me? Is this going to take me to an advantageous position, or what? That didn't really do much for me, did it? No, it didn't. And then I could have just dashed across the field to get over here. More enemies to my right. I have the high ground. And a barred door. That's probably the way out. Yeah, that looks like the end of the mission area. So I can go into the high grass. I don't see any enemies though. Soldier, champion. Okay. I mean, if I just bump a few of you into the lava, it would go pretty well for me, wouldn't it?
Nice.
Okay.
I heard something.
No, you didn't. You definitely didn't. Look at this champion. Look how much damage he just took. It's crazy. Dude just died in like a single hit. Okay. Nope. Nice. I shall now eat some food, and then we'll keep moving. Someone is shooting at me somewhere. Who, what, when, where, why? Ah, I see. How do I get up there? Oh, I see! Okay, wonderful. Thank you for the ladder. Let me just climb up very slowly. And bump! And dead! Fantastic, okay. So, once again, this gives me the high ground, but it doesn't really accomplish too much. I'll just pick up all this stuff. Whole bunch of bodies for me to loot, but that's pretty much it. Nothing else super exciting, huh? There's apparently... oh, the body up top. Okay. Since I knocked the corpse off, it decided to spawn the body back up on the ledge, which is a little annoying, but... this is the part where, you know, quality of life stuff fights against me. That's okay. And what now? What then? I'm definitely not jumping to the lava. That would be incredibly painful.
Quiet as the depths.
Another fanatic. Okay, so you are Dream Scourged. Understood. Oh, that's right. You people are dying anyway. Because of the whole Dream Scourge situation. Okay. Okay, bump. Dead. I'll take all that, and this as well. I've got to keep my eyes open for secrets. Gotta be real careful, I think. My next question is, can I actually make it over there? Or would I just fall in the lava and die? I don't know, but I'll test it. Oh! Nope. Nope. Fire hot. Fire hot. Fire hot. That was not good. Not good at all. Okay. That happened. Wasted my incapacitated, revive, but, you know. Could have been worse, I suppose. Where is this leading me? There are so many side doors. Okay, a way down. Hello? I also wouldn't say no to finding a totem base. Definitely haven't seen any of those. Okay, a Sork. And a Thaumaturge. I'll take the free damage. Another Thaumaturge. No healers, though. That is good. Get out of here. That's right, get in the lava, ma'am. Ow. Okay. Oh, what the... who put a beetle in there? Who decided to put beetles? Oh, that's bad. Don't like that. Throw that crap in there. Get some AoE. Okay. You seem like you're about to explode in some way. Ow. No, that was very painful and very scary. Don't quite appreciate that. You know what? I'll throw some void in there. There's another enemy beside me. I see you. I see you. You're not exactly aiming at me, though. So that's good news for me. You are now. Get him. Surrounded. Yes. He just shot his buddy in the back, which is really funny to me. Bump. Nice. Nice. Kai is down, but I can live with that. Get up. Nice. Who else is there at this stage? Just you. Alright. Very good.
Keep your weapon ready. There's gotta be another way through.
I quite agree, yes. We're not done here, though. There are way too many bodies for me to loot. Also, there's a body up top that I want to get to as well. I guarantee you I'm missing a ton of secrets around in this area. Like, can I jump on this stuff? I can. What does this accomplish for me, though? Not much. And now I'm just down here for no reason. Maybe if you turn up fire resist, you can walk in the lava and stuff. Or swim in the lava. That could be a thing. Do I care enough to make that... Oh. Nice. I was like, do I care enough to try test out that theory? Not really. But now we're up here. Was I supposed to be able to make it up here this way? Probably not. But I did it. Hello, golden chests. Lava forged plate. Oh, that looks really cool. Taking melee damage does fire damage to nearby enemies. 45% resistance to fire accumulation. Wow. I mean, this is really good with the critical hit chance. But that looks really cool. Well, okay. Looking closer, it doesn't look that cool. It just looks like magma, more or less. I'll put this on for now, see how it goes. Oh, I'm overweight, though. Okay, well, that will happen, yes. So we'll toss the shields, toss the spears, toss the pistols. I don't need any of this stuff. Moving on. I don't like those enemies. Those are very scary looking enemies. Hi. Well, thank goodness for the anti-fire accumulation, because holy crap. Immune? Okay, immune. Immunity is not good for me. Ow. Actively dying. Let's run away. Yes, let's run away. Let's get some AoE in there. Throw some of that. I don't want you summoning anything else, sir. Thank you. Let's use your passives. There we go. So far so good. Ow. Don't know what else is aiming at me, but I have my fire accumulation, which is so helpful here right now. Except for that. Well, that's me just not playing careful enough. I got overconfident with my fire accumulation resistance. So, that's alright. I did do a quick save here. Because until I actually run into Lodwyn, I think I'm fine. So, drink up. And then throw that crap. Shield up. Ow. Get out of here. I need you to AoE taunt. Thank you. Back off and then switch nades. Some ice might work. I can hear an enemy. Aha! I almost didn't see you there. You seem to have a lot of health. Okay, how many of these are there? Far too many. This needs to go. No more spawning, please. And then I hide behind Kai. Very good. Ow, what just hit me? What even just hit me? Oh, the Skeleton Ranger was still up? I didn't know that. There he goes. And now we should be okay. I say that as he does an AoE thing. Please taunt it. Okay. That was pretty messy, but we made it out.
Watch your step. Lava and Steel Garrote everywhere.
You're not wrong. I still don't know where I am. How did I get in here? Where does that lead? How did it get up here? Why is this place so open? What? Where am I? I must have skipped a few steps when I charged up here, right? So let's go back down the way I came. Back to this room, because I clearly wasn't supposed to make it up there so quickly. And then... I don't exactly want a sequence break, you know? So there were beetles up ahead. This is where the beetles are. Okay. And I can make it across the gorge, but it's not necessary. I'll come around over here, run face first into the beetle. Which is fine, which spawned in more enemies. Get that AoE in there, and we're good. No. Okay. This Sporling needs to go. Thank you. You need to go as well. No, 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 ow. Shield up. I am poisoned. I'm actively dying to poison. That is not good. Spring berries. Eat more food. Okay. Whoa, where'd you come from, buddy? Please stop. Why do you have so much health? No. Ow. Alright. I have some mild regret coming this way now. Here we go again. It's just the mushrooms being really annoying. More than anything else. Okay. Let's get some AoE in there. Okay. I don't like that they keep spawning in. Go away. That's another mushroom back there. Alright. Are we good now? Ow. Shield up. Drink up. Taunt. I think we're mostly good. How did I miss you on the last hit? Okay. Go to bed.
Give me a second.
And now you are the only one left. Great. That could have gone better. Certainly. Yeah, Marius is taking some continual damage at the moment. He's not doing super well. And this takes me back to where I was last. Good, good, okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't losing out on any content. Although, I could just jump across this, can't I? Did I pick this up already? I did. Alright. Never mind. Oh, I see where I am. Okay, sorry. Like, this is literally how I got to this zone in the first place. That's fine, that's fine. So give me all of that. You don't need any of this. Seems to be something I can read on the table. Letter from Kostya to Lodwyn. Your mission has moved me greatly. I understand how singular your purpose is, how consuming your desire to serve Adir and Boudica. As I, too, possess loyalties not even death can sway. I believe you and I can be of assistance of one another. Okay, I don't know who Kostya is yet. Or is that the leader of the Pargrunen? Regardless of whether you'll believe the same, I hope you will provide me the opportunity to prove as much. Okay, did I just discover some incriminating information? Should I not have taken that with me? I guess not. I'll take all of that. Thank you. And now what? I get the feeling that Lodwyn is not actually going to be in this cave. Also, you gave me all that freezing stuff for a reason. I have to assume it's going to be helpful here. Where are all the people? Where are all the people? This is a little concerning, yes. Hello? Boss fight area? Or not? Okay, evidently not.
This is a mess. And the Steel Garrote aren't the disorderly type. They must have left in a hurry. Are these Pargrunen books? Like campfire reading? I wonder how the Steel Garrote got them.
They circled Solace Keep on the map. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yep. Are they planning to attack the keep?
Lodwyn's bold, but she's a strong tactician. I don't see her leading her people in a reckless assault. Not without a very good reason.
There's no way attacking Solace would get them any closer to the garden. Unless...
Hang on. What if that path is under the keep?
If this is true, how would the Steel Garrote know?
Someone must have told Lodwyn. Even amongst a tight-knit group like the Pargrunen, there's always someone with a price.
Doesn't matter. The Steel Garrote getting to the garden cannot be a good thing.
Fair enough. Watch, I'm literally like, hey, Marius, I thought you were the only one who knew about that passage. You and a couple of friends. Remember what we're fighting for? The people of the Living Lands are counting on us.
We won't let them down.
Whether they realize it or not.
Okay. Find Inquisitor Lodwyn. So the main story just changed. I failed to locate the entrance. Huh. That's a bit of a problem. I must have missed some... content then? A stained map of Galloway's tusks containing the many places the Steel Garrote has apparently searched while looking for the garden. Solace Keep has been circled thrice. Clearly I have to make it into Solace Keep. Thank you. Anything else I can grab around here before I go? Nandrew, sure. Proclamations, sure. More Adraban, but not enough.
Trespasser, she defiles our ground.
Okay, good to know. Trying to exit to the summit now. So maybe I should double back over to the mainland then, in a search for the garden. Because I failed that objective. Wait, where am I right now? What? Oh, I'm in a totally different section. What? Should I be here right now?
Murderer, she is near.
I don't know if I should be here right now.
The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop?
I am.
The time has come to take the garden.
Did I just skip out on a whole bunch of stuff by accident? I think I might have.
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
Okay, you know what? I get the distinct feeling that this is way too early. I decided to just continue the cutscene since we're already here. Well, Sapodol's clearly over there. Oh! That is very unpleasant. Oh, you just activated the mountain. Sapodol, you're doing the thing that I warned you about again? That's not great. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, Dream Thralls. I don't know how I feel about that. Also, I went back and found a small chest that was available the moment I stepped outside. Hunter's arrows. Well, thank you for the tusks. Okay, so if I'm finding more totem pieces out here, I don't think I'm locking myself into the endgame yet. So I feel pretty decent about walking up here. Are we about to have a boss fight with you, ma'am? Definitely saving.
So here you are. Sapodol coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladins, envoy. Look what your god has done to us.
The Dream Scourge stuff? Yeah.
Realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapodol's weapon.
Yeah, not great.
A cudgel to drive us out of the
So,
land.
the Dream Scourge started happening after we started settling, huh? I don't think it's a weapon, I think it's a reflex.
Then Sapodol's danger is only
So Sapodol is related to the Dream Scourge, even though she implied that she was being afflicted by it too. Although maybe the affliction she was implying was actually Lodwyn.
My faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear?
The problem here is I also know you are capable of genocide, and you tried to do that with Fior. That's the problem. The only monster I see here is you.
You see what your god allows you to see. No matter where we turn, we find the consequences.
If the Dream Scourge is part of Sapodol,
Blight.
It's also not stellar, I will say. Yeah, that's
the
true.
Living Lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god. Much less one that...
But apparently the reason that the Dream Scourge is coming out of Sapodol is because of you.
She's got a point.
I don't know, it's kind of...
Trust her with the solution.
We were fine living at the whim of a sleeping god until you came along and woke it up.
True.
You and I alone
can save the living lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
I want to hear what my friends think.
Listen, I don't agree with the Inquisitor on much else, but she's right about this. No matter who controls the living lands, Sapadal's a danger to everyone who lives here.
You're asking me what to do about the god living in your head? I don't know, but killing a god sounds like a really bad idea.
Our time is short. Choose.
I don't think it's a good idea to side with you. Sapadal I can still talk to after you're dead. I don't have to free her after I kill you. Alright, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna set her free, but I can still make a choice when I get there, I'm sure.
Break the bars.
I don't necessarily have to do that.
Best. If that's what you believe, I'll stand by you.
Seems about right, I think.
I knew it might come to this. Sapadal has a stronger claim on you than we ever did.
It's more that you are...
Still, I had hoped your wisdom would prevail, if not your loyalty.
You are absolutely reprehensible. That is the problem. What you decided to do in the other areas and what you plan to do, you know, here, not good. There's no reason for us to fight.
You are the key to Sapadal's prison. That isn't your fault. It merely is. And it has to end.
Okay, I'll be ready to buff.
For the beyond.
Sure, I'll buff up for this fight then. Here she goes, Inquisitor Lodwyn. Are you actually killable though? Because you are literally undead. You are too angry to die. What do I have to buff myself here? 20% to Kith enemies. Does she count as Kith? I don't know if she counts as Kith. I'll take a Magron's Blessing. And a Beetle Pie. Okay. Whoa, that hurt. Oh, and we're surrounded by enemies. That's always good. Okay. No. You're very easy to parry, Lodwyn. What the... Okay. You're still fairly easy to parry, Lodwyn. Okay, you just spawned in an enemy, which is mildly annoying, but not the end of the world. That's fine. Throw this at you. I don't know what else is back there. Who did I just hit? Where did she go? Sorry, I lost track of her. Where is she? Oh. Okay. I'm getting surrounded, which is not ideal. Oh, AoE. There's an AoE. Ow, I'm not doing well. Not doing well. Eat food. Yes, eat food. Drink. Ow, not good, not good. Not good. Okay. I don't like that the Swarmer's on me. Not ideal. Can I get the free Oh no, do not want you. And then there's an Aquabuster back here. Die, please. Thank you. Anyone else behind me? Ow. No, but there's a random shade. No. Eat this. Okay, she's... We're not out of the woods yet. Okay. Ow! What the... How many of these are there? Way too many. Okay. AoE, please. Drink up. This is dangerous. Ow. We're just getting hit from all sides by random crap. Okay. Go down. Thank you. What about Marius? Marius is doing fine. Heal up. Both of my team members. Wonderful. Throw that. Get some AoE in there. Alright. Don't tell me that was it for Lodwyn. I thought there were going to be multiple phases. What?
We did it. That Steel Garrote Korba died just like anyone else.
Apparently.
This isn't the first time she's died.
True.
It might not be the last.
The garden lit up and everyone changed. I hate to say it, but maybe Lodwyn is right about
Maybe we should get into the city and actually talk to people there now.
I really need to lie down. Just for a minute.
Okay, well, we're definitely looting everyone.
Vipers in the knot. The venom drowns us. Save us, please.
You didn't even have a unique item on you? That's disappointing.
Feel our voice.
Oh, that Audra. Okay, we can do that. Hoping I'm not locked into the endgame. Because this still feels very endgamey. Not done looting.
Speak. We would speak.
Look, I get it, okay? Just give me a second. I'll chat with you in a moment. Let me see what the camp has. I'll take all of this, thank you. I'll take all of this free gear as well. We'll get rid of all of it. I even got rid of the other plate gear I usually wear, which is, well, accidental. Where is this leading? It seems to lead to other places, doesn't it? Yeah, it keeps going down. So clearly we're not done here yet, are we? No, okay. Well, what do you need, Sappadol? I feel like an explanation is owed to us at this point. Please and thank you. You said touch the Audra. Hey.
They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars they do not hear. We scream. They do not answer.
What's happening? You changed those people into dream thralls, didn't you?
They come. A surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite.
You need to chill out. It's alright, you're safe.
They eat us alive. Out. Let us out. Set us free.
It's over. I killed the dream thralls.
It is never over. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst. The old light.
You're freaking out because of Boudica, of the other gods.
Send it away.
You turned them into dream thralls. You can't go on like this.
We grow new life. Better life. We fill them until they explode.
I prefer if they didn't explode. That's not life. It's a fate worse than death.
Death is decay. Decay is life. Growth is life. Growth is pain. It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads. And the rot spreads. The plague grows.
The Dream Scourge was you. It was always you. Or two. All this time you knew what was going on. You were lying to me. I'm gonna pick that.
Not lying, no. We did not remember.
That's convenient.
We feared your judgment.
So you did hide it.
We did not want to remember.
What could be so painful that you'd want to forget your own history?
We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them, the other gods.
But they feared you.
We thought they would love us, but they flinched from us like we were a flame. The charred queen called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could we have known how fragile their bodies were?
So you made mistakes. You need to own up to it, though.
Killed those who loved us. She wanted us gone, forgotten, destroyed utterly.
So that's why Boudica came for the Akita. It was because of you. How could the other gods do that to you? You were a newborn. They fear what they do not understand?
We do not know.
Or you weren't part of them. They fear what is different.
We were new to the world, and it to us. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie.
But you let me think this wasn't your duty. Ugh. You let me think this wasn't your doing. True. You offered to fight a problem that you created. Yep.
You close your ears. We try to clear the mist. They hurt us. We hurt them back.
Yes, but you're inflicting innocence.
Again,
You're not only hitting the soldiers.
Dreamed of green sheets, roses without thorns to prick. The vines of the past strangle us.
You need to learn from the past, Sapadol. You can either run from it or learn from it. Thank you, Rafiki. I don't know what to think about you. You lied to me. You caused the Dream Scourge.
We cause it, but it is not our way. We will make this better.
How?
We promise. Help us.
How would you make it better?
Release us. Then the rot ends.
That I can kind of believe, though, because this is, quote-unquote, happening because you are caged, and every time you try to break out, it gets worse, is what you are telling me. But you've lied to me before. Give me a good reason to trust you.
Bare the throat. This time will be different.
Will it?
We promise. Free us. All will be well.
I don't know. A lot of promises.
Another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more.
Wait, what door? How do we get there?
You will see. Go to the stronghold at the edge of the Acid Sea. The one that overlooks our prison.
Are you talking about the city?
One of the builders knew the way.
Alright, I'll accept the power. Fine.
Grant you our power.
I probably shouldn't at this point, but I mean, I've already been accepting it throughout the game.
It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering.
Well, we'll see about that. Seeds of Vengeance. Replaces Dream Touch. Heals and revives all nearby allies and deals damage over time to nearby Delemgan, Dream Thralls, and Vessels. Temporaries turns up to 3 nearby Kith corpses into allied Dream Thralls. I don't know if I want to be able to control Dream Thrallism. I don't know if that's a good thing. That does not sound like a good thing. At all, actually. I see that this has opened up, but what was that lower area that I could explore? What was down here then? Where does this lead? I'm curious and nosy. Aha! Dark Rebirth. Well, you know, that's very appropriate. Reduces the cooldown for second wind by 15%. This ring has been transformed by Sapadol's explosive outburst that caused Magram's breath to erupt. Its disconcerting appearance recalls the colors and textures of a being that has succumbed to the Dream Scourge. I really hope I didn't screw over the rest of the world just now, because I haven't explored this region yet. There's a decent chance that quests I could have picked up are now gone, which would be bad. A solid, concentrated mass of energy is set where a gemstone would be on most rings. It glows with an eerie light that makes your brain itch if you stare too long into the swirling vortex of colors. Okay, well, at this point, I have accepted, hey, maybe I've skipped a few steps by accident. Steel Garrote Journal. Written in an eager hand, this journal seems to be that of a young soldier, possibly recently raised to the rank of Paladin in the Steel Garrote. I am honored to sit here in camp atop Mount Forja, which I understand holds great significance to the Pargrunen of the region. From here I can look out and see nearly all of Gallowayne's tusks, and I can understand the reason we've come. To bring order to this nearly inhospitable land, and to bring aid to the people who have suffered for so long to eke out an existence among the ash and smoke. On speaking with some of the native people, I had my doubts as to our goals here, but my faith remains in Boudica and in Inquisitor Lodwyn. She believes that the soul of this land is poisoned, and that we work for the good of all who live here, and I have seen the power of her devotion to the burned queen. Remember thy place, remember thine oath, remember thy queen. Okay. There's also purple stuff over here that I missed. Ah, yes, of course. I did see this chest. I just didn't walk towards it for some reason. Open. Thank you. And I presume by going into this cave, it's going to take me back to the mainland. Travel to St. Forja Mines, okay. Is this going to take me out of the other exit I saw earlier, or are we, like, just back in here? We're just back in here, okay. That's fine. That's fine, I'll take this coral. A whole bunch of new enemies down there. People who have been turned into dream thralls and stuff. Not good. I might have made a bad mistake. You're a burster, so you're just gonna explode, right? Or not. Where are you going? None of that. And what the heck was that on your back? I don't know, but it was weird. Bump him. Okay. There may be loot down there, but I'm definitely not going down for it, so. I just gotta remember how to get out of here. I do not remember how to get out of here. Also, Marius wants to talk. Honestly, I don't blame him. I feel like a lot of people should want to talk right about now. Okay, we're just refighting our way out. You know, the funny thing is, if you control all of these Dream Scourge, well, you don't control them, but you control the Dream Scourge affliction.
Give me a second.
Why are they still attacking us? Considering what we're doing is 100% something you want. Capital. Right? Like, if you're causing the Dream Scourge, why are your Dream Thralls still attacking us? Well, time to dip out. Is this camp going to be completely infested now? Did I just make my life a lot harder by coming through this way? Probably.
Listen.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is bad. Nope. Everything is Dream Thrally now. I have regrets. I have lots of regrets, actually. Okay. So, we definitely need to get out of here. Let me up. Total miss, that's fine. Where'd he go? Ow. I would, if I could. Did I just do 3,000 damage to that guy? Holy crap. Well, we live in a very interesting world right now. How irreversible is this? Because if it's actually, like, really bad, there's a decent chance that the next episode, when I start this, you're gonna find that the world will be reverted, and I'll have undone all of this, basically. That kind of depends on whether or not I've locked myself out of certain things. So, I suppose we'll worry about that next time. I hope that you enjoyed what you saw here today, and that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Karst with Avowed, and we'll catch you later in a world that is now Dream Scourged, which is not ideal at all. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.